What's going on, friends, friends, and thramly? It is yet another glorious day here in the United States of Siege, and currently I'm standing under the only flag I'm proud to represent. So, it is April 2nd, 2026, the day after April Fool's Day, and honestly, are we surprised that Cheeto Pennywise decided to add more meaning to that name, that moniker, than probably any other president, most likely any other human in fucking history, right? It's funny. I was reading an article yesterday that introduced me to a new bit of vocab, and it's not often I get kind of like, surprised by a new bit of vocab, but the term is kakistocracy, right? And basically, that term means to be governed by the worst. And I can't think of a more apt descriptor for what we're currently fucking surviving, enduring, right? Because yesterday provided a study in duality. We had Trump throwing his temper tantrum at the Supreme Court, where they actually shot down the birthright citizenship arguments that they put forth, because basically it's bullshit. It's racist bullshit. We all know it's racist bullshit. And even the Supreme Court he picked called it out as bullshit. So that happened, and he threw a bit of a tantrum, stormed off, didn't even finish, sitting through the fucking hearings, right? But follow up. Then the motherfucker decided to address the nation, which honestly felt like it should have been a fucking prank, because he went on to declare, that we are going to bomb Iran back to the Stone Age yet again, and talked about how the oil coming through the Strait of Hormuz, that's affecting everyone's gas prices. That doesn't really bother us, because the rest of the world gets their oil from that, but we're good. Yeah. Have you seen the fucking pumps lately, bitch? Anyways, point being, it was a study in delusion, inarticulate, incoherent delusion. Now, let's talk about the contrast. There was, I want to say, about a 4-page letter, 3.5, 4 pages, penned by the president of Iran. And while admittedly it did gloss over some of the human rights violations, which have been significant, that Iran has been guilty of, it also coherently, cogently addressed the historical significance of Iran and the United States meddling with Iran. The fact that Iran, for the most part, has wanted to be left alone. And some of the very shit that we've been complaining about, the whole theocracy stuff, right? The whole persecution of women. That's not entirely their fault either, because had the U.S. not fomented a coup back in the day and installed this fucking theocratic regime, then, the rights of women might be doing better in Iran. So that's definitely our bad, right? Like history. History is amazing if we study it, if we learn from it, if we take the time to understand the role it plays in the present day. Because historically, we haven't been great, but we've definitely been better. But history is going to look back on this time in particular and see us as the motherfucking worst. Like, it is no exaggeration that historians, at least globally, are going to reflect on this particular era of American politics and compare Trump rightfully to Hitler. Because we're talking about someone who has encouraged genocide, who's engaged in senseless warfare, engaged in expansionist, jingoistic tactics that serve no one but his own fucking just ravenous ego, right? And of course, it doesn't help that that ego is stoked by the clear onset of dementia, as even evidenced and supported by his former lawyer, who was like, yo, homeboy's off the rails. Look up Ty Cobb. Not that Ty Cobb. Look up Ty Cobb if you doubt what I'm talking about. The point being is, there's a lot we can joke about, right? Like Kristi Noem's husband, not to kink shame, but also, if my wife killed my dog, I might be going through some shit too. Anyways, there are jokes to be had about a lot of things, but the reality is this. This is not the America any of us grew up believing in. This is not the America we want. And it's still our responsibility to reclaim that shit, as evidenced by the letter from the president of Iran. The fact of the matter is, this day after April Fools, understand that your rage is justified, and today is a great day to rise the fuck